Welcome back to the She Inspires podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Jade, board certified family medicine physician, wellness and weight loss specialist, owner of the membership medical practice in Las Vegas, Inspire Primary Care. And I'm really excited about today's topic. I know I say it all the time, but this one is near and dear to me, and I've been getting a lot of questions about this topic, so we're going to go into it today. And that is networking for introverts. Networking for introverts, because it is a misconception that if you are an introvert that you cannot grow a business, you cannot market a business, you cannot enjoy networking. And that is something I used to believe until I really started growing my business and connecting and collaborating with others. And now I absolutely love it. And that is something I never, ever thought I would ever say. And so we're going to jump right into that. But if you're new to the She Inspires fam, this podcast is for busy professional women who are balancing business and wellness. And if you have a business or service and you're looking to share what you do with other busy professional women, definitely click the link in the bio or in the description box. We are now accepting sponsorships for the She Inspires podcast episodes, and we would love to share with other busy professional women what you have going on. So, networking for introverts. First of all, what is an introvert? I didn't get my little chat GPT description for you today, but I'll give you a synopsis of how I define it. Many people think that being an introvert means that you're shy or that you don't like people or that you have social awkwardness. Well, you can, but when I think of being an introvert, it is more so about how energy is used and how our energy is refilled and recharged. For me as an introvert, talking to others, being in social environments, although I can enjoy it, I leave those environments feeling like my battery has been depleted, and then I'm able to recharge in my quiet. I'm able to recharge in my alone time. I'm able to recharge in that car ride with no talking, with the music going. And so versus an extrovert traditionally is more of a person who recharges by speaking to others and being in social environments, and they leave those scenarios feeling more recharged, okay? So we have to shift around thinking that introvert means shy or introvert means can't grow a business, can't talk to people. It's really about what fuels you, what recharges you. Does social interaction and talking to others make you feel depleted, or does that charge you up even more? That's really a general umbrella way to think about extroverts versus introverts. Okay, so by nature, I am an introvert, and people will think like, Dr. J, you're on social media, you go live, you promote your business, you go talk and all these things, you speak on stages. And yes, introverts can do all of those things, but there are some things that I would say can be helpful for making introverts feel like networking just feels more natural. And so that's some things I had to figure out along my journey is how can I do this but feel like myself? How can I do this and not feel like someone else or feel like I have to put on a show? How can I actually do this in the most authentic way and make it enjoyable? And I have cracked the code for myself. And I want to share 5 things that I have learned about networking for introverts. Okay? You ready? Here we go. First thing is it's a mindset shift around the word networking. I really had to reframe the word networking. When I used to think about networking, I would think about a cold, sterile room with strangers I don't know, and I have to do small talk with them. And I do not like small talk. I love quality conversation. And so the idea of small talk with strangers, that was literally what I told myself. When back in the day, like my pre-med days and my residency days, if someone said mixer or social or networking, I'd be like, oh God, small talking with strangers. Like, kill me now, okay? Like, that was how I framed it. But then I had to shift my mindset around it. Now I realize that networking is really building relationships with others. And I love building quality relationships. I love building meaningful connections. And once I shifted networking to mean building genuine connections with other people, and having genuine conversations, authentic conversations of substance, once I reframed it, then that was helpful. And so first thing is, if you're an introvert listening to this, and if you're an extrovert, you're gonna have some pearls from this as well, from this episode, and help out your introvert friends. But mindset shifts around the word networking was really one thing that really helped me to begin enjoying networking. Okay. I don't even like to call it networking anymore. I just like to call it, like, in my mind, getting to know more people in a quality way. Okay. The second thing was really believing in my offer. Okay. So networking really had more of a purpose for me once I had a business. All right. And so once I had a business, Inspire Primary Care, I know that I believe genuinely that my business transforms the lives of those who work with me. The members who sign up for our primary care or medical weight loss services, I know that I can help them prevent and reverse chronic disease. I know that I can provide them with 5-star concierge style care where I'm a text or email away. I know that it is very unlikely that they will get the quality of care from another physician because I care for my people like family and I love what I do and I'm called to do it. Not saying that anyone else isn't, but I know that to be true for my business, right? I believe in it wholeheartedly. So one thing is, if you're stepping into a room and you're thinking about talking to other people about it, some insecurity may come if you don't truly believe in your offer, if you don't truly know what you do, how it transforms lives, how it will make a difference in someone's life to work with you, to partner with you intimately and in business, okay? Once I knew that, once I was clear about the transformation that my members get when they work with me through primary care and medical weight loss, it became so much more exciting to network because I'm like, this is a secret that is a best kept secret, and it's almost a sin for me to keep that to myself. My gifts are meant to be shared with others, and it will either be the right fit for the person I'm talking to, or they may know someone else that may be the right fit for what I'm called to do and how I'm called to serve. So I now think of it and I've shifted my mind to, you know what? This is a gift, and I'm going to share that gift with people who may benefit from it. So really believing in the offer is another way to help introverts in networking, okay? Number 3 thing I've learned with networking for introverts that has been helpful for me is knowing who your ideal client and or referral partners are. Knowing who your ideal client and or referral partners are and getting in rooms with those people specifically. So when I go to network, you're not gonna see me at like a Rotary Club or like some men's elderly club, no offense to anyone listening, but that's not a room you're gonna see me in because my ideal client is going to be busy professionals, 30s to 50s, who are balancing all the things, and they need their doctor to be an easy text or email away, and they want high quality care, and they don't wanna wait months and hours for that care, all right? Those are the people I'm called to serve. So those are the rooms I'm putting myself in. And when I'm putting myself in those rooms with the people I know are my ideal client, or they are my ideal referral partner, meaning in the room with other specialists, OBGYNs, in the room with other dermatologists. And because I can refer to them, they can refer to me. I can take great care of their patients and vice versa. So when I'm in the room with referral partners, ideal referral partners and ideal clients, it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like talking to strangers and doing small talk. It feels like genuine connection and how can we help and make a difference in the lives of who we're called to serve. So it has become really exciting doing that. And not just going to any networking event, but the one that is strategic to those you're called to serve, okay? So have you been doing that? And how is that looking for you? That has definitely been helpful for me, okay? The next thing, number 4 thing that has made networking better for me as an introvert, all right, would be being more curious about others and what they do. And so one thing I've noticed is a lot of times people go into networking spaces just giving people their elevator speech, like their 15-second elevator speech, and like putting a card, their business card, in someone's hand. And that is like cringe-worthy networking behavior for me, because I don't want to just know, like, hi, my name is Jane. I do this. Here's my card. Like, I know nothing about you. I know nothing about your why and who you're called to serve, right? And so really being more curious about others. I don't go into a room looking at who can I tell about my business. I go into a room saying, who is that lady? She looks amazing. She looks beautiful. I wonder what she does and what she specializes in. And I wonder if my Inspire Primary Care members can benefit from the services or products that she has. Let me go find out more about what she does. And then I get that card and I hear her story, and then I'm like, that's awesome. I've been looking for an esthetician to send my primary care members to. I've been looking for a OBGYN to send my members to. And so it becomes more about getting to know what they do. What is your area of expertise? What is your zone of genius? And how could that benefit the people I'm called to serve? That type of reciprocity mindset has made it so much better when it comes to networking as an introvert. And then the fifth and final thing I've learned is recharging before and after and pacing myself. And so it doesn't change the fact, all of the things I mentioned doesn't change the fact that I'm still an introvert and I still leave social interactions feeling like my battery has been more drained. However, I prepare for it. So for me, on that car ride, I am not talking on the phone like as I'm driving to a networking event. I'm not going to talk on the phone to people because I need to save, this may sound crazy to extroverts, but I need to save my talking energy for when I get to the actual event. So I'm in a quiet space. I'm either praying or listening to worship music or just music that gets me upbeat. I'm very reflective. I'm like doing nothing, literally just letting my mind enjoy the sunshine and the views that I'm passing. And then once I get to the event, I am now charged because I've had that moment of peace. And now I'm ready to talk and I'm ready to interact, right? And then when I leave that event, before I get home to my family, where I'm gonna begin talking and interacting more, I utilize that car ride home to do the same thing. Again, to recharge in peace and tranquility and quiet time. So I'm preparing for that, right? And then I'm also pacing myself. And that looks like knowing how many networking events I can tolerate to be my best version of myself. And does that look like one networking event a month? Does that look like two? Am I in a season where I really can handle and have the capacity for more? Am I in a season where I can't really handle any this month and we're just going to take the month of June off and resume some networking in July? And just really being in tune with my body and where I am in that season and allowing that pace and that energy. So that way, when I show up into the room, I'm my best self and I can enjoy it. And so those are the 5 things, y'all, that has made networking as an introvert enjoyable. I'm still shocked every time that comes out of my mouth, saying that networking is now enjoyable. So I want to hear your comments on this. Please give me some feedback. Let me know I'm not alone, that I'm not the only introvert out there that has to do all these things to really enjoy networking. For those extroverts who are like, girl, I don't have to do any of this, I just show up and love it. Y'all comment too, because teach us how to do some more of that, okay? So join us on our YouTube page at Dr. Jade MD. Subscribe to our channel, share it with other busy professional women. Definitely join our Instagram family at Dr. Jade MD. We'd love to have you there as well. And also, if you're listening on the podcast, leave us a review. Leave us a review. Let us know how you're enjoying the podcast. We are now opening up sponsorships for the podcast. So if you have services or products that could benefit busy professional women, reach out to us with the description box link, and we would love to hear about what you have going on. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the She Inspires podcast. I'll see you on the next one.